Hey everybody, this is Jansen with Gunology, coming back at you this year, 2022. This will be our first range day back, so it's good to see everybody coming back. And to start this year off, we've got an amazing Custom Works Sig pistol that I'll go ahead and jump into and show you guys now.
Here you go, guys. Comes in this pretty cool briefcase. Sig Custom Works on the box. All right. And this is the Sig AXG P320 Classic. I know that the guy that I'm borrowing this off of right now put a Leupold red dot on here. It's pretty freaking cool. It's the Delta Point Pro. And then he put a flared mag well, and I think he changed the base plates on these mags, but it's a 3.9-inch barrel. It's the aluminum framed, right? So this isn't the polymer frame. This is the aluminum frame from Sig. And then these are rosewood grips on this model. These are, I believe, 17 round. Yep, 17 round mags. You got 3 of them here in his box. So regardless, this is going to be enough about talking here. Let's shoot this thing.
Okay guys, so let's hit a couple of quick bullet points in between shooting here. Things that I like and I dislike. Let's go over some likes first. Probably first and foremost being the controls, right? So the slide release or slide lock is ambidextrous, so it's on both sides, right and left, for all you left-handers out there. I'm 99.9% sure that the mag release can be switched to the other side as well. But when it comes to a feel, right? So all of my gun guys out there are gonna know what I'm talking about when I talk about the feel of a handgun when you pick it up. Some of them innately feel better than others. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to pick up any handgun and be able to shoot it and shoot it proficiently, right? There's just some that are going to fit your hands better than others. I will tell you that I have about average size. I'm 5'11" and 195 pounds, and I have about average sized hands, right? This fits my hand so well. Now I do know that Sig has different back straps and stuff. As far as I know, this is the medium back strap on this frame, and it absolutely fits my hands so perfect. And the controls are just buttery smooth and easy to get to for your mag and your slide release, right? Now, I do believe that he put on an extended mag well afterwards, right? I don't think they come with this. I would tell you that if you're gonna run this pistol at all, it is a huge benefit to have. It is very, very easy to find. It is not hard at all. It just almost wants to fall in place. But I can't get over that upright, almost 1911-ish feel that this P320 carries. Is great. And like I said, it's got this oversized mag release here and ambi slide release, slide catch. Custom Works is kind of sexy. Of course, the Leupold, right? But like I said, it's just so easy to get to. The mag release, and then it just, the way that it fits my hands, and I guess everybody else's. I've had probably 3 or 4 guys pick this up already, and it just falls into the hand perfect. So I mean, for a good grip of the pistol, driving those fingers down and driving that thumb wedge up to get in, it does have plenty of room for a beaver tail, right? And I don't know if you guys can see this here or not, but the machining and the milling on this here and the undercut, it's not just one undercut through. It's like an undercut, and then that undercut's beveled. We got texturing here on the front, and then this undercut on the back is the same way. So it's not just straight up. And I'm telling you guys, this thing absolutely, the best way I would describe it, in all seriousness, is that it absolutely just melts into your hand, right? So when you grab this and give it the squeeze to shoot, it just melts into your hand. This thing is buttery smooth, right? So another good talking point, I guess, would be, I'm not 100% sure if this is the case, but it come with 3 mags. I love when gun companies send you mags for the damn gun, right? So many companies will give you 1 mag or 2 mags. This had 3 17-round mags in the box, which is great. I believe that it come that way. One con, right, isn't necessarily a bad thing. The trigger on this is almost 2-stage-ish, right? So I'll break that down and show it to you guys. We are clear here, right? It's weird, right? So this isn't necessarily a con altogether, but I'll tell you kind of how I'm trying to describe this. So with no magazine in there, and you really focusing on the trigger pull, it feels like it's 6 or 6.5 pounds, which isn't terrible, don't get me wrong, especially for a carry pistol, which this could definitely be. It's kind of heavy, if that makes sense. You got some take up, and then it's spongy, and then you get a break. Now I will say the reset is very crisp. It's clean. You know exactly when that reset. It's audible, it's tactile. That's not an issue. The weirdest thing, sitting here analyzing it, I'll tell you that it's not my favorite out of the box, just being honest. Now, oddly enough, I load a mag into it, rack it, and shoot it. I don't pick up the trigger pull like I'm sitting here analyzing it. So that's something else. It doesn't feel great when there's no mag in it. All of a sudden you load a mag in it and you start to go, and all of a sudden the trigger pull gets 30% better. It's kind of weird that it does that. I don't think it's happening in the gun. I think it's happening more in my brain and in my hand. But like I said, anytime you set something out of the box and you grab it and you start analyzing the take up, break, reset, and you can feel your way through it is one thing, but you don't feel that when you're shooting it. It feels buttery smooth when you're shooting it, right? The second big thing it's got going for it, obviously, or third, is the aluminum frame and the ability to change your grips if you'd want to. The aluminum frame is snappy, would be the wrong word. It's expected and understandable, right? So every time you break a shot and you get that recoil is the exact same. It's predictable. Predictable is the perfect word, right? So your recoil on this gun is predictable. I do believe it's more felt than out of a polymer gun, right? So out of a polymer gun and all of that recoil, the reaction happening, you're gonna have that polymer, believe this or not, some of that plastic moving around a little bit is going to take up some of what you feel back in your hand in the recoil. I will say that when this gun recoils, it recoils the exact same way every single time, and then it falls back into place. It's not over recoiling or under recoiling where you're going back and you're dipping under your target or trying to find your dot, right? So this thing recoils, it comes back, falls forward, and it falls right back in the same place. So you don't really have much of an up or down issue getting back on target, which is great for a concealed carry pistol. Moving into another point, right? So this punches a good bit above its weight class. It doesn't fill your hand up like a true full-size pistol would, if that makes sense, right? So this is a full-size pistol. This isn't like a subcompact carry pistol, but it could easily be carried inside the waistband, outside the waistband. It's kind of got that Glock 19-ish, which you guys, everybody knows that size of a Glock 19. This could even be carried appendix with no issue. Other than that, I'm trying to find something to dog Sig about. The horrible thing is that when you pull a $1,200 pistol out of a box and it's Sig Custom Works, it's hard to find a lot of things that you're not going to like about a pistol unless you're nitpicking, right? And I want to nitpick, but it's hard. You've got a rail here. The takedown is the exact same on any Sig, right? So it's got this takedown lever, goes back, takedown lever rolls around. You would push this, hold the slide, slide will come off, slide goes back on, this goes back up. closes it. I mean, you guys know what I know. Honestly, there's not much more I can say about it. It's one of those El Primo $1,200 pistols. You give $1,200 for a handgun, you are paying high dollar for a handgun, but also I think it's justified when you get something that A, shoots as good as this does. This will shoot better than you can hold it, to shoot better than I can hold it at least. Some of you guys out there I'm sure can outshoot me, but I've been shooting for a long time, shot a lot of stuff, and it shoots better than I can hold it, just to be 100% honest. Anyway, I won't talk your guys' ears off too hard about a handgun that I'm kind of falling for pretty hard here. We'll do some more shooting. I'll walk up here and we'll do some shooting on the steel. I'll come back, we'll do some shooting on the cardboard target here, see if we can't get some headshots or something. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. We're gonna do some shooting and then let you guys go. Okay guys, we're gonna do the step back steel challenge that I like to do. That's where we basically start at a given distance. We're at 15 yards here, and this is a 2/3 size silhouette, so this is considerably smaller than a regular size silhouette or a man anyway. But we're gonna start here at 15 yards, jump back to 25, 35, 45, and then see if we can't stretch it back to a little bit past 50. So here we go. First shot, 15 yards. Easy money. Kind of figured that should happen. 25 yards this time. Still easy. 35 yards. Three for three. Stepped it back. We got a little bit of wetness on the ground up there, so we went ahead and stepped it back to 50. It's 50 yards from the edge of the picnic table up to the steel, so we're at 50 yards here. Also, something that I think needs to be talked about a little bit. I don't know if Sig is doing something different in these mags, but I have noticed some of those magazines when you go to load rounds into them, and this is something that only somebody with a mental issue would notice. Some of the mags are kind of really hard to load, especially when you get down to a maximum capacity, what the mag can hold. This has got, I forget, probably 10 or 11 already in it. And I mean, it feeds so easy. Like the magazines, I know it's something dumb, right? But the magazines are so easy to load. I don't know what they're doing to them, but the magazines are like crazy easy to load, which once again is another plus for them, right? So magazines that are hard to load kind of suck. These are phenomenal. Made in the USA. All metal mags, can't beat them. This is about 7 yards, just so you guys know. That was the 10 headshots right there. Like I said, don't really know what more you'd want out of something. If you guys appreciated what you've seen today with the Sig Sauer P320 AXG Classic, topped with a Delta Point Pro, go ahead and hit that like button. We here at the channel absolutely love when you guys subscribe. It helps the channel out big time. I'm trying to grow this thing for you guys, do some reviews. If there's anything you guys want to see me do with this gun, put it down in the comment section below. If you guys would like to see something in a future video, new gun, new this, optic, sight, whatever, go ahead and put that in the comments as well. I'm gonna keep shooting, but I'll see you guys next time.